That one really is special. I mean, I've been fortunate to write a few that I've got to hear on the radio that sound great and have great melodies and may even have a good storyline or whatever. But as far as the concept driving it and it coming from a real genuine place, then You're Gonna Miss This is at the top of the pile for me as far as personal experience goes. That song I wrote with a buddy of mine named Lee Thomas Miller, and we sat down for a session basically and had gone through some other ideas, some concepts that we had, and bounced around a little bit, and then eventually we got to talking about kids. He's got 4 and I've got 3, so he's beating me by 1 there. But at the point, I don't think we had as many, either one of us, at the point when we wrote that song. But something had happened in my house where I had a baby and like a 2-year-old at the time. The third one wasn't born yet, but we had a guy over at our house trying to work on something. He had his toolbox he was trying to fix. We had an old fixer-upper, terrible house, first house kind of thing. And I had a little Shih Tzu puppy that was running around doing who knows what, barking, and the 2 kids. And it didn't faze the guy at all. My wife was apologizing. And I was kind of explaining that whole scenario to Lee about how he wasn't bothered at all. And that he said he had 2 babies of his own and that they were, grown and gone. 36 and 33 were their ages. And so when I said that, Lee and I still didn't have a title. I just kind of started strumming on the guitar a little bit and got a groove. And I think Lee came up with the actual title of You're Gonna Miss This kind of as we were going and trying to figure out what to call that. So that's one of those rare songs written from the bridge backwards. So that was our ending point of the song. So we tried a few different scenarios and vignettes to get to the beginning. 2 or 3 that we actually tried and then ended up throwing out. I remember one of them a couple days before we demoed the song, made a full demo for everybody to hear. One of the scenarios in the song was somebody painting on an old house and working on stripping off wallpaper, and how, one day we're going to be in a house, we don't have to do this, and we're not going to be scraping by and doing this, and we're going to miss this. And then it was just funny, by the end of it, I called Lee and I said, hey, I'm in this, I'm doing this right now, and I wouldn't miss it at all if it didn't have to happen. If somebody come in and fix all this for me. We laughed about that and ended up finding another scenario we thought was better and more practical and real. But we went through several things like you have to do in a song a lot of times to find the ones that work the best and the ones that are meant to be in there. So this was a good one for us. This was a Song of the Year, ASCAP Song of the Year, ACM Single of the Year. It let my wife and I have a few free vacations to the Grammys and some other things, and so it really served us well. But my kids will always claim this song as being their song, and they take responsibility for this one happening. So anyway, once we landed on the You're Gonna Miss This concept, and we were trying to find a groove for it, something that wasn't just a big, really slow ballad, a piano thing. So I had the guitar and was playing like just kind of back and forth on 2 chords. Started writing over that, came up with this. She was staring out the window of this SUV, complaining, saying, I can't wait to turn 18. She said, I'll make my own money, and I'll make my own rules. Mama put the car in park out there in front of the school, and she kissed her head, said I was just like you, and you're gonna miss this, you're gonna want this back, you're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times, so take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this. She knows it, she's a brand new bride in a 1-bedroom apartment, and her daddy stops by. He tells her it's a nice place. She says it'll do for now. Starts talking about babies and buying a house. Daddy shook his head and said, now honey, slow down, 'cause you're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times, so take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this. got two babies of my own. One's 36, one's 33. It's hard to believe, but you're gonna miss this. You're gonna want this back. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times, so take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this. You're gonna miss this.